You know the intro, man. Back again, back again, back again. With another reaction video, man. And by the way, a lot of people are watching my videos, but ain't subscribed to my channel. Subscribe to my channel, man. I upload every day. How can you watch me and not subscribe? How can you watch me and not subscribe, bro? Come on now. Shout out to Fantastic Hip Hop, man. Just dropped a new video. Drake's Iceman album, Bomb leaked. Let's talk about it, man.
Now, when it comes to Drake, be sure to leave a like, subscribe. The Drake stands are the worst, so really leave a like, do all that, and well, let's get right into this. As well, currently, we had a lot to discuss, and well, just a few days ago, it looked like Drake had no vision for Iceman, and the album was not going to come for a very long time, presumably. Something weird has happened, and it all does involve Drake getting sad, desperate, and stealing music, and it's very strange as well for all the industry sources that we can trust and that have a proven track record of being right. First off, they are telling us that with the next time they speak.
By the way, I just made a video about this exact tweet, so go check that out. I think it's the video before the last one. Yeah, go check that out, man.
In the manner,
and I'm loving how Insider Hub is getting credit for everything that he said and predicted that was right. You know, a lot of people will just see something online and then take it and go make it his or hers, you know. So I like the fact that people are shouting Insider about, you know. And yes, man, he's very known for getting predictions right, and he's building a reputation, man, for being a reliable source for that, man. So yeah, shout out to him or her.
Days, everything around the Karen Man's poorly named next album is gonna make sense.
Karen Man is insane, bro. And by the way, I feel like Drake forever damaged his reputation for filing the lawsuit after the battle. I feel like he damaged his reputation on that, man. I feel like a lot, and it's gonna affect him for like many years to come. Many people, especially the Kendrick fans, they always make fun of him, saying that he's a Karen, Law be Graham, all of that. I feel like he forever like damaged his reputation, man, filing those lawsuits. And if I'm being honest, I was very disappointed. It felt like he was like, it felt like he was a sole loser, man. That's how it felt like, if I'm being honest. And as a Drake fan, man, it's very disappointing seeing the rapper that you like listen to do the shit that Drake did after the battle, you know. But hey, man, it is what it is.
If you are tapped into all sides of hip hop, we are starting to see the weird turn Iceman is making. And so before we go any further into this for real, I just gotta say, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, hype, and make sure to support if you have not already, because I'm tired of the Drake stands trying to ruin our hangouts when we are just talking about the sheer and utter truth of the inevitable. And on that very note, I gotta make a call to each and every single one of you to just say, we gotta, on some level, boycott what they are about to put in our face, and at the very least, just be aware, and very vocally push against the trickery that the Karen Man is trying to play on all of us for this next album, which while the conversation around Drake and
what did Drake do to Fantastic Hip Hop, man? I feel like Fantastic Hip Hop is roasting this nigga Drake, bro. Was Fantastic Hip Hop on the op list? Drake's op list? Was he there? Looks like it, man.
He has kept the grift rolling for so long of just staying relevant, has always involved Drake clinging on to younger artists who have established trends and waves with newer audiences and then just cosplaying their style and taking all the credit for it, and ultimately creating the myth of the Drake stimulus package. While at one point, one of the major things we talked about in the downfall of Drake is that the whole concept and strategy of this seemed to run out because everyone around Drake has failed and all the new artists popping were closer affiliated with the other side of hip-hop than him. That has kind of changed, and we got the red glaring alarm signal to that last night, as now we found out who Drake is stealing from for the Iceman era. And when it comes to taking songs, styles, swag, momentum, and effort, Drake has handpicked a new big three or something of that sort that he thinks, and who these three are none other than Yeat, SD Kid.
I don't think there'll ever be another big three other than J. Cole, Kendrick, and Drake. I really don't think so. Um, I really don't see that happening. They are forever the big three, and when they retire, when they leave hip hop, I don't think there's ever gonna be any other artists or like rappers who will be able to fill in those shoes, you know. So I feel like they're the first and last big three of hip hop, man. If I'm just being honest with y'all, I don't see any other big three happening after them three. So yeah, man.
And Central C. This is who Drake believes are the future of everything and the team around him that is going to hand deliver Iceman to the next generation and make it successful.
Ah, fucking ads.
This is who Drake believes are the future of everything and the team around him that is going to hand deliver Iceman to the next generation and make it successful. And this is not speculation. We got the direct-to-DVD Disney Plus series version of an Iceman episode last night with Yeet and SD Kid's new song and collaboration titled Made It On Our Own. And
If y'all want me to react to Yeet's new project, let me know, man. Let me know, and I'll do that.
as well in this song and in the music video, this is Drake financing their careers and tying them directly into everything he is doing. As well, you can see some of the stills and big moments from this. Drake literally gave them his house in that lame old embassy, and he let them film an entire music video there, throw a party, and do whatever else to feel cool now that they are in the circle where they are mandated to hand deliver their best work to the cupcake Karen, which is now what they have succumbed to. And beyond just Drake giving them a music video set, this has been a clearly thought out plan and strategy from the Karen man for a long time. As in Iceman episode 3, I know none of you remember this because why would you? Drake and Yeet had this phone call where Yeet and Drake are talking to one another, and the whole thing Drake gets across in the scene is, well, Yeet telling him that if things go left, and of course that means if they go bad, well, Drake can fall back on Yeet. And with Drake and Yeet being on the phone in this music video as well, as we see Yeet call up Drake and have him as the boy in his contacts, I guess we are seeing the pinnacle of what direct-to-DVD world building looked like for the Iceman story. But seriously, throughout this video, there are so many nods and hints to the Iceman world, and well, Drake's world, as this is filmed at his house, which is where the 2C Slide video was filmed for reference, and that's why it seems very familiar, and you probably feel like you've seen a lot of these shots before. And with this and with these clues, we are seeing Drake bring Yeet and Estakid through their own music and through their own work without him into the rollout and world for his album to build up hype, and especially for Estakid. Drake is trying to bring in one of the hottest rappers in the game over the last few months, and somebody with a new captive audience, well, right to his side. I have to say the play here, and especially to shift out to the UK, considering how much of a joke we have treated Drake here in the States, is actually a smart idea on his end, and I think the results and outcome of this album in the long run are inevitable regardless. But Drake has clearly done a little more thinking than he was just a few months ago even, as it seems like he is at least thinking about how to distract everyone from the fact that he's got nothing more than we could have expected, because with this new song from Yeet and Estakid, this is not the first song that is a direct-to-DVD Iceman episode, as before this, we got the Tubi spinoff of Iceman with Central C's Iceman freestyle, which while when this dropped, people...
And if y'all want me to react to Central C's new song, well, it's not new. I feel like he dropped 2 more after this. If y'all want me to react to Iceman Freestyle, let me know, man, and I'll do that.
Were a little confused, and I don't think anyone knew exactly what this meant, although it seemed tied to Drake, of course, especially considering how Drake and Central have already worked together, and he was featured in Iceman episode 2, and Central C makes direct references and nods to Drake songs like Nokia in the song. Well, what we are seeing Drake do is something that I guess is creative, although I feel like it's a big distraction, but have other artists make songs to roll out your album, which again is a very weird strategy, but I almost commend him for how terrible his own music has been to try and get these other guys to do the work for him, if that makes any sense. And so seeing that Drake has used Central C and Yeet and now Estakid in their own individual escapades to build and tease to Iceman, or at the very least sent faint signals and clues to the fact that Drake is thinking bigger and everything that this circle of rappers is doing is leading to this next Drake album that is presumably going to be coming very, very soon, according to the reports that some insiders are starting to give. Well, we are seeing Drake has found himself a new network of rappers that he's trying to use to find himself new swag and a new wave to just ride off of. And it's very interesting conceptually that Drake is really going to make a full on push into UK rap, really, as two of the three rappers in this circle are arguably the hottest rappers from that entire area at the moment. Which I think is very telling of the fact that, in of itself, Drake has given up on appealing to US rap and the States to a certain degree, although, of course, he's gonna need it to try and get back anywhere where he used to be. On this very note, and with this idea, even when we were talking about the other day, Spotify's new campaign about finding new leaders in hip hop and who are being pushed there, I think with Drake's push into UK rap specifically, I do think one thing that Drake does know and actually is good at is how to find talent that he can attach himself to, and that is going to do big things. And Drake probably does realize that that list is probably as bad as it looks too, and he doesn't even see the superstar potential.
Reviews, its list of hip hop's next leaders. Looking at this list, man, I don't want to say it's whack, but I feel like it's not like it's not Drake, it's not Kendrick, it's not J. Cole. I don't listen to half of these artists listed here. I feel like like I feel like hip hop is gonna be in a very, very dangerous place when the big three stop like dropping music, you know. I feel like it's gonna be a dark place for hip hop because I don't see anybody in this list who can like carry hip hop into the next generation. I just don't see it in my opinion, you know. But yeah, man, let me end the video here. If y'all want to finish the fantastic hip hop video, go check it out and finish it. But I'm gonna end the video here, man. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, comment, and yeah, man, I'll see you on the next one.